What is up? Who's that? Ann Murphy. How are you doing? Let's see. All right, everybody. Jump in here and tell me where you're from. And somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear. I need somebody from YouTube and Facebook. I'm going to get Whatnot stream started. We'll get going really quick on everything. I'm going to show you how we used our little microgreen growers to grow. Check that out. That's our pak choy. Connecticut. Awesome. How's the weather? That's our red cabbage. Here you just fine. Awesome. Thank you very much. And then if anybody on Facebook jumps on here too and lets me know if they can hear on Facebook. And let me get Whatnot stream started up. Big thunderstorm. Oh, well, be careful. We've got rain on and off all this week. It cooled down to just about like 90, high 80s, low 90s. I can hear. Thank you, Jennifer. It's over on Facebook. Here's the link to Whatnot. And that says $15. If you guys haven't been on Whatnot yet, it says $15. For the past couple weeks, it's been 25. So I know it's at least 15, but a couple of people have gotten $25. Love rain, cools us down. Yeah, we were for about a week, like just around 90 and that, and we're going back up like 95, 97. So growing outside is not fun, you know, when feel like temperature is like 110, 115. So all this stuff we've been growing inside. I'm going to start a video back here. Let me get Whatnot stream started and you guys can see what we're growing inside. I can't take YouTube and Facebook. Whatnot I'm going to carry inside. You guys, I might have a quick live stream tomorrow inside where I'm growing all of this. I have a 3-foot rack. This is like some of it. Like each of these, I have like 8 to 12, you know, these set up. They're a bunch of lettuce. I'm out in the garage, not climate controlled. I have a little AC and I have to turn it off during the stream. Otherwise it makes too much noise. And our lettuce will just all wilt by the time the stream's over. This lettuce, I have to keep an eye on it. If it starts to wilt, I'm going to take it inside in the AC. The other thing's a little more hardy, but I might go ahead and stream from inside for a couple of minutes so you can see the rack, how much we can grow in like a 3-foot space. Let me get Whatnot started real quick. Chris, what is up? Chris is from Peace River, Alberta. It's one of our Canadian friends. All right, let me start the stream. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just over to the side here, get my other camera going. Saw you on Facebook and YouTube. Have you been over to Whatnot yet? Let's see, rate orders. This would just take a second. It starts 6:30, start the show. Alrighty, I think we're on. Get it straightened out. Friend, Amy, Kristen, Ann, what's up? How's everybody? Doing pretty good. Fruitful Fancy, what is up? Treddy. All right, we're out here. LeClaire, what's up? I might take you guys on a field trip in a minute. Like I said, I can't take YouTube and Facebook, but I want to show you all what we're growing with our microgreen grower. We've got a whole bunch of lettuce growing inside because the cyclospora thing going on and the explosive diarrhea. We're growing a lot of our own lettuce. So where we're usually growing like a red cabbage, this tatsoi, look, this is all grown with the new microgreen grower. we got a bunch of lettuce inside, but this is out in the garage. And when I start streaming, I have to turn the AC off and it goes like up to 95, like really fast. So this one up here is lettuce. Y'all keep an eye on this. If you see this one wilting, let me know. I'll take that inside. This with our refillable adapter. So this one we just planted a couple days ago. And this just one, so I can take it in. They're kind of small, it's standing up, right? Our other lettuce that we got, I don't know if you guys saw some of it last week, was just started. It's pretty big now. Some of your microgreens, if you guys haven't planted it dense enough, if you got it kind of sparse, it'll like fall over. I got a couple that I planted like that to show you inside the house. And if you've only got like 1 or 2 jars, you know, they'll fall over. It's all right to eat. Terry, what's up? What do you call it? So what we do is we put them together like this. See how close those are? And they kind of hold each other up. And I have the 3-foot rack. They're just all pushed in there together. And the lettuce is all standing up. Looks wonderful. It's beautiful. It's under the lights. But when I pull them off, like when I have to water them, if I pull them away, if they're out too long, they'll start to fall over a little bit and I have to push them back up. We're getting ready to harvest it. So maybe we'll harvest it tomorrow. But I'm going to take the iPad and take you inside in a minute and show you all that if y'all want. If not, we can just do everything here. Here, I got this I can get started. That's what it looks like right there. So there's a bunch of red cabbage. Those are all grown in little pint jars just like that. There's some regular lettuce that's in that loaf pan. So we got red lettuce, bib lettuce, basil, tatsoi, red cabbage. All grown. This our basil right here that we showed you last week. Basil grows a little slower when it first starts out. So our little basil plants. That's a bunch of little basil plants in there. Once this guy really takes off, you can keep harvesting it and they'll keep bushing out. But if y'all on YouTube and Facebook, you kind of watch that. All of you, let me go ahead. Hold on one second. I can get a giveaway started. Show. All right, guys, the first giveaway, let's see. We're just getting caught up with all our orders. Terry, I'm trying to grow out the speckled peas. I'll keep you posted. Awesome. Yeah, let me know. Hey, when they start to flower, they have these beautiful, like, purple flowers. Healeridge, what is up? Let's see. Let me edit it. This is going to be about half a pound. Hold on 1 second again. Guys, this first giveaway is going to be, I've got a couple more of these left. That's a bunch of dill. I'll show you how much that is. It's a whole lot of dill. So I don't do this like microgreens. It takes about 3 weeks for it to germinate. Okay, but you can go plant this in your yard. So that's why I'm giving these away. This is a bunch of dill. That would cost a lot of money for you to just go get that much dill in a store, right? Go up to Home Depot. All right, that's a giveaway. We got a couple of those. Smells good. All right, that's first giveaway. All right, you guys on I love dill. Awesome. Never grew dill before. Yeah, once you get this going, just grow it outside. You put a little planter in that too. It's great to just have a bunch of dill growing outside. Uh, what's that butterfly? There's a butterfly that loves the dill plant too. So sometimes we just plant a bunch of it, so they'll kind of just it'll attract them. They're like pollinators, and then they'll eat the crap out of the dill. Uh, what do you call it? It's great when you're cooking in that, and you just want to, some for your potatoes or chicken or something, fish. You just go outside and yank some off of it. What is that? Watch to earn up in the corner. I don't know. They've got a new feature. If somebody knows what that is, let us know. Eastern swallowtail. They had something. I saw something pop up on my notifications. I've been really busy. That's why we haven't been on Whatnot too much. Uh, what do you call it? YouTube, Facebook. Our Etsy store has been keeping us busy. That's exactly why I want to grow the deal for the butterflies. Yeah, make pickles. And they've got different things that it's like earning points or something. Uh, and I don't know if when you go to other streams or like when you come into this stream, you can like use the point after you get so many points, you can use them to put up like emojis or something like that, some silly thing. They're calling it gamifying, everything where everything you go into, it seems like it's a little game or something for you to play. It's to earn different points for heart things. There you go. Yeah, heart things. And who is it? Looters fam? How are you doing? All right, you guys on Whatnot. Let me know if you want me to take you inside and show you. It's dark in there. I can turn on a little light, but if you want to see all the lettuce and everything that's growing, we've got the red leaf lettuce. Some of it's starting to turn red. The tips of it. It's looking pretty good. Hummingbird, what is that? Yes, please. All right, we'll take a quick road trip. We're gonna take a quick field trip. YouTube, Facebook. You guys hang out, watch a little video. That's us putting together the containers like this. This is our refillable adapter up here. This one is like our soda pop bottle. This is our hybrid. This one back here is with the Gatorade. This is radish. And we've got one with our mason jar right there. This is just in a Tupperware. So there's all different things that we can do. This is all of our peas. I've got some peas that need to be planted. I'll plant those out for you, show you how we can do that. It won't take but less than a minute, guys. We're gonna plant those out. So I've got that already. You guys, let's go inside real quick. Let's see if I can turn on the light. And let me see, I gotta unplug you. Try not to touch any buttons on the screen. All right, so you guys don't get dizzy. Let me turn you around. Switch. All right, got you unplugged. Let me try to get to the house. I'm going to cover this up so I don't make you dizzy. You're walking all over the place and swinging this iPad all over the place. Y'all let me know if that's making you dizzy. Let me get plugged in again too. How's that? Was that cool? Sorry, YouTube and Facebook. I will live stream from inside with you guys maybe tomorrow. Good on whatnot. All right, y'all want one more of those like that? I think I've got another one. I show you how I put those together. All that stuff, all that lettuce you saw me growing over there. I'm going to show you how easy it is to plant it out. I got another one. All right, there's more dill. Show. Think, can we just buy some lettuce seeds from you? I don't know. Let's see. See, this goes a long way. This is all the lettuce. Guys, all that bib lettuce is only, I think, a 4-ounce package. So I really don't have a whole lot of that to give away. But this thing's still full up to here. So you saw all that lettuce that was growing. And then you saw all the other lettuce that we had planted out already. This probably take you like a whole year, but that's 4 ounces. The red leaf lettuce is called Flame. I've got a little bit of that. I can do a couple of packages. Maybe I'll do one package like this for somebody. Use nutrients. Yeah, I use nutrients. Let me see. sprouts right behind me. I use this on everything except the peas. And if I grow bean sprouts, I don't use it for bean sprouts, but I use this for everything. I'll show you that real quick for all the new people. If you're new, say new in the chat so we know. All right, that's a bunch of dill seeds. Giveaway seed number 2. New. All right, if you go to my YouTube, Facebook channel, you can see me talking about something called Master Blend. That works great, but there's like 3 things you got to get. It's like Master Blend 4-1838, calcium nitrate, and Epsom salt. And you have to mix it in a certain way, or you get what they call nutrient lockout, and your plants can't absorb the nutrients. So I wanted something easy for all my peeps on like Whatnot and that, because there's a lot of people who come over here aren't looking for gardening, right? They just find our show. This, all you do is put 1 teaspoon. It says 1 to 2 teaspoons per gallon, right? Thank you, Hummingbird. And all the stuff that I've been growing, I only use 1 teaspoon. Here, right here, I take a gallon. Give me 1 second. I was filling some up in here. How do you guys like that? All that stuff we got in there growing on the rack. We got that little table, the germination station, and then we still got like all of this in here going too. It doesn't take a whole lot of space. But look, 1 teaspoon. The grown-ups are talking. Put the cap on, shake it up, and that's it. That's ready to go. So I use that for all of that. Let me show you real quick how to set one of these up. I want to show you how easy it is. Let's see if we can all see. You know, basil. I get excited about basil. Put you back there for a second. Watch this, guys. Jar. Our adapter. Put one of the rings on so it holds it up. Right? You can use the ring, the metal ring that comes on these, the band, to hold them up. If not, some of them, this ball mason jar fits on the top like that. Some of the jars are a tiny bit bigger, so I've got the ring. Okay, I love basil. I never thought of growing it like that. Hey, Anika, how are you doing? Everybody do some purple hearts in the chat for Anika. Watch this. All right, I'm gonna fill this up, guys. There you go. You guys are awesome. Terry, Phyllis, what's up, Phyllis? RL, Deborah, Fruitful Fan, Shirley, how are you doing? Joe Ellen, all these people are in there. Look, guys, I'm going to fill this up with nutrients right till it touches the bottom of that. All right. I don't want to go way past it where the seeds will be floating. We're not going to use any kind of grow medium on this one. All right. I'm going to show you 2 ways. If you want to use a little grow medium, it makes it a little easier, but I'm going to show you how you can do this with just seeds. I'm going to fill it right up to there. Then I'll show you a little trick to get it perfect. So all I'm going to do is just fill this up right through there. And I want it just touching, all right? Just like that, all right? So it's right up to there, but it's not flooded in here, all right? So this is still relatively dry. It's a little bit, right? If there's too much in there, if you accidentally pour too much at one time, just get your paper towel and just dab it, right? So that gets you to the perfect amount. Now just put a little seeds in there. Here I've got, this is the, what's the red lettuce? Flame. I'm putting a little of that in there. All the stuff you saw me growing, top soy, red cabbage, these are growing the same way. See, same adapter, right? All I do is put it in like that, hit it with a little water, spritz, spritz, and cover it with a lid. If you kept your little lids that came with it, that's it. That's all you have to do. How much seeds? 1 teaspoon? Yeah, about. I don't measure. So I don't measure. It's just about 1 layer. Then guys, all we do is this. Let it go, come back the next day. If you see like condensation up on the top, and you see it's real damp in there, just leave it alone. Just let it sit. Don't leave this in a hot space. It won't germinate in the heat, okay? So it's got to be kind of cool to germinate. Come on back 2 or 3 days, you'll see them to start to sprout. Go ahead and just leave them. Spritz them if you need to. And if you see, if it's hot where you're at, if it starts to evaporate, if this drops a little, keep that filled up right to the bottom. Like I said, don't flood your seeds or whatever. And wait, you'll start to see some roots coming out the bottom. Once you start seeing the roots come out the bottom and you see these guys are sprouted, you can take the lid off. And then all you have to do is water through the little straw and then let this part up here dry out. All right. So once that sprouts, this is how we've been filling it up. Look, let's get a bottle. Did I miss something? I was medicating my cat. Julia, did we say, somebody say something to Julia? All right, I just fill up a little Coke bottle with our nutrients. We got one of these. Oh, she won? Julia, you won. All right, this little funnel they use for essential oils, you can look on Amazon and just look up a tiny funnel for essential oils, and you'll find these. All right. Now see this right there? That's a little straw. That one goes right through, right? That's how I've been filling them up here. Now what I've been doing is going on mine and marking with a little red marker so I can find them, because this guy's gotten really bushy. All right, so we take that and just set it right inside that little hole, just like that. Now see where that's at? I'm going to fill it back up. Don't let this go all the way down here, okay? It's called maintaining your level, and that's all you got to do. Try to do it backwards. Can y'all see that filling up? Now don't get it all the way up here and past that. You're going to want it to leave a little room so it can have some room for air roots. But keep that level up like that. When these guys get this big, they'll use that much in 1 day, which isn't a whole lot. But in a couple of days, it can go down to here. So these guys are ready to harvest. This is, if you're not ready for it, like you might have 6 of these going, right? So you can go over and eat one and leave one and say, I'm going to wait, let it go a day or two. When this also gets towards where you're about to harvest it, you can just put some water in it. Some people are like, oh, you're wasting a lot of nutrients. If you know you're going to use this in a day or two, if this goes down 1, 2, you can let it go down here right before you harvest. I've got a lot of them in there. I won't refill them because I know I'm going to eat them in a day or two, and I'll let them dry up to about here, and then I'll go ahead and harvest it. I started mine Monday, and it's already growing over the top. Awesome, Gary. That's awesome. How easy is that? Hey, look, guys, I was spraying inside of here, and this got a little too much water. I'm just going to dab on it. Get some of the excess water off of it. It's nothing fancy. There's your seeds in there. I'm just going to go ahead and cover that up. Set it to the side. Remember, take that inside because it's going to be way too warm out here. So this is our nutrients. I gotta make sure I don't drink that. Like the Sprite. So how cool is that? Guys, right there, the giveaway. This that you saw me just plant, no grow medium at all, no paper towel. You know, some people were asking about ate some of mine with dinner tonight and just started a week and a half ago. Mary Hen, awesome. Awesome. How about 4 of these for the first giveaway? All right, jump in the giveaway. That's these 4 right here. Let me write that down. All righty. Y'all want me to go ahead and run a couple of these, or do you want me to go ahead and go through the other adapters and that and do a demo on how to set those up? I'll show you this. Here's our radish. This is what I mean about set it and forget it. This radish is ready to eat, right? See the roots? You can see the nutrients are still up to here. So it'll still go another 4 or 5 days. You don't have to do anything to it. These guys are ready to go. So if you don't need that much radish at one time, you can go ahead and harvest some of it. And because you have enough nutrients, these other ones will continue to grow. Who's tried radish? Who said? That's spicy. How would you add more water to that? There's a trick to it. This one's refillable. All right. So this one you see up here with the long bottles, when we set them up, and I have it going back here. These, when it's done, you can pull it out. You put your more nutrients in here, and you take it and flip it in like that, and it'll stop. Once it finds this level, it'll stop, and you can keep doing that. It'll go ahead and go. Once they start growing bigger like that, it'll still take it another 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 days. This one up here, we've refilled once already. All right. Now, our other ones weren't meant to be refilled, but I've been refilling them. All of the ones you guys on Whatnot, we were just inside on the top shelf. You saw a bunch of lettuce, big containers of lettuce, right? And you saw these bottles in them. Probably didn't recognize them. They were sitting up like that. All right, these were inside of these. So these were refillable. So I take those and refill them and pop them back in there. All right. There was one that was with, where's my big bottle? A 1 liter bottle. Which one was it? The kale. Okay, right here. So see that big bottle back there? We've got one with kale and there's one with lettuce. That's in a meatloaf pan. That one, we've got our hybrids. This hybrid got the Coke bottle adapter in it. And we've also got the little small one. There goes the ones with the olive oil bottles. Okay. Now we've been refilling these. When we initially started, we've been selling these for 2 years and we haven't been refilling this. You know, we go ahead and grow this. We grow out microgreens and we harvest it and start over. And somebody didn't want to get the refillable one, was asking about it. And all I do is I unscrew it, right? Fill it up. And just like the refillable, I just do this. Take it, put in the center, right? Water will start going out, but it's going to find its level. Once the water fills up to that level, it's going to stop. And when you turn it upside down, you start screwing it on. And I did a little video. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, I did a little video where I showed how I refilled one of these. It just takes a couple seconds. If you take your time, you take this bottle, you fill it up, and you go like this looking, it's going to spill out and go everywhere, right? You got to take it like this. You have to look, see where that's at in the middle of your plant. Put it on like that quick, and then go ahead and screw it in. Okay, and you can't, once you put it down like that, you can't be lifting it up and looking. All the water is going to spill out, right? So if you're not confident enough to take it, dump it up like that, then don't refill these. Get the refillable ones, like the olive oil bottle I've been using for that, the big one. But pretty much all of these I've been refilling. Who won the first? That Kathy, congratulations. So that right there, the red cabbage with the gold peak, I've been that one's with the Gatorade bottle, and I've been refilling that one. That one's with this adapter right here. And let's see, I don't have, here we go. This looks like the gold peak, but it's V8. So you just saw it up there, right? It's the same thing. This one screws on. And when I want to refill it, I just come by, right? Unscrew it, fill it back up. That's a whole quart. It's going to last like another 5-6 days, all right? And then take it, no problem, Kathy. And then just do like this, right to where it's at, screw it on, and refill it. All right, I'm going to run a few of these, and then we'll do a demo on like this. I've got, if you guys are new and you haven't been in here, this one's with the little Coke bottle adapter. I'll set one of these up, and then if you need to, I think I've got a baking dish over there. We can set up a big one too if y'all want to see. Okay, let's do one more adapter. All right, that's a set of 4. You guys let me know if you want me to run 2 of these at one time or 4. If you go over on Etsy, I sell like 2 of these for $19.99, and I do buy one, get one free. So basically on Etsy right now, you can go look up Mike Van Duze on Etsy. This is $19.99. That's 20 bucks. All right. So I'll do a couple of them. We're going to do sudden death. 5 seconds. Let me write down, because usually I do them in sets of 2, but somebody said they want 4. I'm going to do a couple with 4, okay? There we go. I couldn't find it. All right, everybody in the giveaway? This one's in the giveaway too, 4 of these. Woo, it's getting warm in here. If you guys see this lettuce wilting, let me know. I'm going to take it inside, okay? I don't want to lose my baby. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. Ready, go. Gloria, congratulations. That's almost half price of what we're selling them at on Etsy. And go. Yeah, these are the new ones. I forgot to mention that too. Marmac, congratulations. That's how we were able to just put the seeds in there. The old version had the big holes like this, and we were using paper towel. Marie, congratulations. And I don't know, people couldn't believe that roots would go through paper towel, right? I seen the clay pebbles, the roots go right into the clay pebbles and actually split the clay pebble in half. And people are going, you can't, the roots won't go through paper towel. I'm like, well, don't use Brawny or whatever. You know, get cheap paper towel. Running. Michelle, congratulations. And go. I use a thin layer napkin. There you go, Bree. Good luck with the pea gravel. Yeah, that's awesome. Psycho case, congratulations. Let me see. I've got some inside. Here, this one's actually with the pea gravel. See, that's our older version, the deep one. And that's our basil. There you go. Somebody heated up the show. That's what the little things are for. I think they're trying to make this like TikTok or something now. Right? All right, bidding on 4. What number are we on? Tara, congratulations. Basil with pea gravel. Yeah, because basil's real tiny. Marmax got another one. Ready, go. Here, guys. A little over wheat, red cabbage. Get your fingers ready and go. Or pak choy. 45 seconds in the giveaway. Gloria's got another one. See if we can get these, squeeze these in before the giveaway. For Psycho Case. All right, one more, and then we got the giveaway. Now I got to talk to YouTube and Facebook in case they're wondering what's going on. There we go, 10. Pamela, congratulations. Here goes the giveaway. How's my YouTube and Facebook people doing? Liberty Hill, Texas. Marine Corps veteran. Awesome. Thank you for your service. Joseph, thank you for what you do. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for being here too. Tammy Carver, where did you purchase? Let's see. If you're on YouTube and Facebook, here, I'll get my Etsy link. You can either jump on over to Whatnot. You get a $25 credit. Guys, this right here, over here on Whatnot, I put 2 for 10, right? I think the credit for coming over, if you're new, is $25 right now. It says 15, so if it's 15, you get a set for free. If it's 25, you can grab 2 sets of these in the shop. To buy it now, you can go over and get 2 sets of these, and basically you get it free. So if you're on YouTube and Facebook and you haven't been on Whatnot yet, click that link. You got to use my referral link. You can just go over to Whatnot and just set up, but you won't get the credit. So if you use my link and jump on over there, you get $25 credit. That's $25 to shop with. And if you don't want to grow plants, jump on over here and go look around. The people selling sneakers and cookies, drones. I got a drone. I got a it was $120 bird feeder with the camera. If you all know what I'm talking about, they got the little camera inside that's on Wi-Fi. You can look on your phone and you can watch the birds, and it identifies like certain birds. It was $120 bird feeder. I got it for 38 bucks and $11 in shipping and that. So pretty cool. I got $130 sneakers for like 25 bucks. So just different auctions than that. String are ordered from Etsy. Thank you, Carver. Hello, mate. Great to be in your live. Australian. Awesome. Who's that? The Humblebees. Thanks for your reply today. But I was asking about the newest collars, medium size, made for seeds, and has a fill opening. Yeah, the new one. This is like all of them now. Who's that? Joanne? We sold out of the original version, so all of them are going to be this mesh bottom that fits the smaller seeds, and they all have that straw for refilling. These are the ones that I use. See, this one's messed up a little right there. So I take those and put them over here. When I do demos, that's what I use these for. Hold on one second. I'm getting my Etsy link for the people over on YouTube and Facebook. If you don't want to mess with whatnot, it's 25 free bucks or 15. It's between 15 and 25. But some people don't like the auction thing. It's like eBay, right, guys? If you don't want to mess with it, here's my link to Etsy. So all that's Etsy. And you guys can DM me or comment on one of my videos if you're anywhere else besides the United States. I just got hooked up with this company that ships international. And, you know, you've got to pay the shipping for international shipping and that. But now we can ship our stuff like pretty much all around the world. Depends on like regions and that, but definitely like Australia and Canada, Mexico, things like that. All right, so that's them. So YouTube and Facebook's cool. Guys, you want another giveaway like this, or you want me to do some seeds? I don't got the little variety packed up, but we can pack a big bag of, I've got one more dill. If you want microgreens, I can do some of the top soy. Radish, I got radish down there. So y'all let me know what you want for a giveaway. Ooh, I know. Let's see. Now these here, adapters, more adapters. So we put these together. And if you're new, you come in here. If you're new, if you want to see another demo, me putting this together, we'll do some with top soy or something. Valerie, how you doing? Dill, adapters, seeds, top soy, adapter. I just started seeds today with the new microfilters. It was great not having the seeds fall through. Awesome decor. I'm glad that's helping. Man, and guys, you just saw me put one together. That just took a couple of minutes, right? Just do one here. You can put 6 together in like basically the same amount of time. You know, it just takes the time to fill up each container. Here, we'll do one more with just look, here's a used jar. You can see it's a little grungy, right? Don't matter to me. Put that on there. Here's our nutrients. Glug, 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 glug. Right up to the bottom. And pour a little more in there so you can see. Like I said, if you feel just a little bit too much, if you're doing like 6 of these, if you feel just a little too much, you can take it and pour a little into the next bottle, and then just the last one you have to do this. But all you have to do is come in here like that, your paper towel, and now that's at the exact right amount. You just took out that little bit there. Yeah, I've got a bunch of top soy right here. You probably don't have top soy just sitting around where you can grab it, right? Put a little bit in there, a little pinch or two. Guys, that's how easy it is. How quick was that? All right. Just a little, you don't want like 2 or 3 layers, just a single layer on the bottom. Spritz it, cover it up. Boom, done. Done. And that's how we grew these right here, this top soy. Right there, red cabbage. We do it the same way. How easy is that? Love the shirt. Thank you. I've been doing this for about 10 years, on and off with like merch. I was doing like beta change and things, and I put some up and took them back down. And when we started the Stop the Garnish thing a couple weeks ago, and I did that, I love it. I went and ordered me a couple more. So you've probably seen it in all my videos and that. Oh, I got to do it on, will they do it on overalls? What did I do? I got overalls, guys. I love wearing overalls, but it is way too hot in here to wear them. It's kind of like having blue jeans on, full body blue jeans. But it'll cover up my shirt. So I got to figure something out for that. I guess you can always have them up with the top hanging down, right? I have many of the old adapters, the colored squares, and the new adapters too. Love the adapters for the tiny seeds. Thanks so much, Mike. Yeah, Valerie. Yeah, all of that works. This is the old adapter right here. I still use them. That's my basil. This joker will be growing for a couple of months. It'll be growing. She's talking about the trays like we have back here. So we grew some of that. I've got those. Maybe we'll have a giveaway with some of those. What about at the end of the night if we do a big giveaway with these trays? We grew our peas in there. Would y'all want like this for a giveaway? Start the peas and I put them in the top here and then roots go down there. You guys have seen that, right? What about if we do like 2, 3, 4? What if we do like 6 of those? Would that be cool? Yes, big yes. All right, we'll do that. Y'all remind me. Say trays or whatever, and I'll get that. I gotta go find a box to put it in. Ooh, and then we'll do that, and I have a few more of the knives too that you guys seen in my video that I've been using. How about if I throw that in with it too? Would that be cool? Yes, yes, very cool. All right, we'll do a big giveaway like that. But this I'm really excited about. You guys, YouTube and Facebook, I'll take you in there tomorrow. But I took them for a little field trip. You guys saw all that lettuce that was growing. We have the house set about 77, 78. And you saw it all growing, right? If we come out here where it's like up over 90 right now, it won't last too long out here. But right now it's in there. They're pretty big. When they're small like that, they're tender. They're not bitter. Like when you grow them outside and they're in the heat and they start to get too big, you get a bunch of bitter lettuce, right? You guys saw that rack was just full of lettuce, right? No explosive diarrhea or anything, right? You grew it yourself. Nobody's got their grimy paws all over it. And all of that grew in less than 2 weeks. What do you call it? Harvest them. You don't have to harvest it all at one time and cram them in the refrigerator. You see, we got them growing. There's a whole lot of like the red leaf lettuce that's ready to go. We just pull one out like this. If you want a salad or sandwich, who saw the last video I did? We had the roll up with the keto bread. And we just took a thing of lettuce like this, cut it, rolled it up. It's just that easy. So you keep it fresh. You don't have to take it and put it in the refrigerator where it's going to end up in your compost pile anyway, right? And you go ahead and use some. The rest you let them keep growing. And then you take your jars and refill them. You clean them out and just start them over like that. And then you guys saw that other table we had beside us. There's no lights or anything, right? That's because they're germinating. They don't need lights. So when you're thinking about a space, a lot of people are trying to cram everything. Like if they get a rack, they try to cram everything right there. You don't need light for your germination. So we got the table next to, and we got all our stuff that's ready to go. So those things are sprouted. When we harvest, we might go through and harvest like 6 of these one time. You know, but we'll have like some for lunch and dinner, and there's like 3 or 4 of us eating at one time. And what we'll do is we'll take those off, and then we just go to the table that it's germinating on, take those and put those in where the light's at, and then clean these out. And then the next day, come by and like plant 3 or 4 more of them. And you guys saw how quick it was to plant one right now, right? Now imagine just planting it, you know, 6 of them is not going to take but a couple more minutes. What type of lettuce are you using indoors from True Leaf? This one right here is the bib lettuce. It's called summer bib. You can't see that way. Summer bib. And the other one is called The red leaf one is just called Flame. So you can look up red leaf lettuce or just look up Flame. Alfalfa seed works in the new adapters. You can try it. I mean, I've only grown alfalfa. Alfalfa is like really easy to grow, like a sprouts, and I've always done that. And I haven't grown them out. Are you talking about like growing alfalfa out like this? But give it a try. I mean, that's what I want to do. I want to show you guys stuff that you can take and you can have a lot of success with. You can have fun. You're going to keep doing it, right? And then when you get the hang of all of this, experiment with other things. And that's what I tell everybody. If I try to show a whole lot of different things, people get confused. They'll want to jump in the deep end, and it's just like on my channel. First thing new people see, if I hardly ever put anything out with tomatoes or peppers or anything, because that's the first thing they want to jump to. And I would rather them learn the basics of off-grid hydroponics, learning to grow without all the filters, pumps, and everything, doing things easy, have fun with it, and then doing it over and over again. First thing they want to do is jump in and grow a bunch of tomatoes. They'll go out and buy a bunch and start those without really knowing how the process goes. And they'll fail at it and lose money and time and energy and just go, it doesn't work, right? So I try to show you the easiest things, that there's going to be a variety of flavors and color. It's going to be fun. You're going to learn how to do it. You're going to do it over and over again. And then you can start taking on a little bit at a time and move up and move up. That's why I say I strive to be the dumbest gardener in the world, because I want everybody to at least know what I know. And then after you learn that and you do it over, and then when you guys are like producing food like this, like it's just riding a bicycle, you're doing it over and over, then you can move up. If you want to get an EC meter and test all your stuff and adjust your nutrients, you can do that. If you want to stick some aeration into your bigger containers, you can do that. It all works, but I want people to at least know the basics and to be proficient at it. It's just like if we were taking all the kids through first, second, third grade, and they didn't really learn anything, and we were just pushing them through to the next grade, right? They go all through elementary, didn't really learn anything. We just shove them on to middle school, right? And they can't add, subtract, or anything, right? What good would it do? So basically, that's what we're doing, is teaching everyone the basics. Alfalfa work. I have some growing with pea gravel. Awesome. Shirley, that's awesome. Ooh, I know. Here's one more thing too. So if you find, like I said, we're doing this without any grow medium. But if you want to, sometimes some of the seeds, it does help to have a little bit of something for the roots to actually hold on to. Okay. So we're using pea gravel, and Shirley was just saying it's working well with the pea gravel. I need a big bag. Now this is a big bag like that. So that'd be about 40 pounds or something, right? Some people don't want to do that. And some people were worried about it just being landscaping if you know, it was all right. So I said, well, this is made for hydroponics. These are clay pebbles. Just like the big containers you see us set up right there, the ones you see us setting up back there, this is clay pebbles we use for it, between 4 and 10 millimeters. Okay. This is one, and if you go on my Amazon account, my Amazon store, these will be in there too. But these are smaller. These are about the size of a pea, maybe even smaller than that. You can use those too. Let me show you. It's just as easy, right? All right, there's a jar. Watch this. That's all I do. Just like that. Make sure you rinse these when you get them. And with this size adapter, or little grow ring like that, this is the little mouthwash cups. I only get about, like, there you go. You can see with the light, right? about that much, just like that. Two stray ones. Spritz it. It's more of our fire, the flame. Lettuce. Spritz it. Another top. I've got a bunch of tops sitting around here somewhere. Probably took them all inside. All right. Just like that. And you fill up beforehand. I just forgot to do it because we're sitting here running my mouth. But that's all we did. All that lettuce that you saw us growing in there was either grown like that. This one up here with no medium. And also a couple of them were the ones with the pea gravel. So all of them work. It just depends on if you want, you know, them to grow out a little bit more. The tatsoi does really good by itself. Look at all the roots. It doesn't really need anything to grab onto. So that's a little thin one. We're not selling those anymore. This was our shallow adapter. And you can see that really didn't even need anything to hold on to. Look at all the roots. In fact, he needs a little water. Guys, here's a little tip. If they start growing out, if you can't see the straw, I don't know, you probably can't see it. I put a little red mark on it. See a little red mark right in the front? That way when I'm spinning around, I know where that spot is. Just kind of keep it up there. That's all I've been doing. Boom. So that's a bunch of tatsoi. All right. Any questions? Let me check YouTube and Facebook. I haven't been putting on the top. How does that help my seeds grow without doing that? That's good. If you can do it without the top, then that's cool. All that does is keep the moisture from drying out. Some seeds need the darkness to germinate. That just comes from like years of evolution, like them getting dropped in the soil, like we plant them. If you take seeds and just throw them out there, some of them will just germinate on top of the soil and just sprout, right? Some of them won't. But it also helps keep the humidity in there so it doesn't dry out too fast. It's like really hot here, and if I just leave it set like that, the seeds will dry out. Some of them might, some of them might not. This way, I know that you guys saw all those sitting in there, like all of them germinated. If you want like more success and more consistency, then you go ahead and do that. That way, you guys saw the ones that had the lids on them, and we pulled them off, and then we went over and I use these cups. If it's like hot and yours is drying out too fast, I use the little cocktail cups as a humidity dome. That's what the ring's for too. But now if we got real humid days around here and we don't need that, we just leave like that, you know. So if it's like raining every day here, these are inside, but there's a bunch of humidity, like 100% humidity, then we don't need this on there. But if it's like really dry, we're in like a record drought here in North Florida. We went like months and months with like no rain. So it's like really dry, and those were drying out. I just use these. So this depends on like where you live and your conditions. We all have different conditions where we're growing. Just like to have the different zones and that, right? All right, YouTube and Facebook. Let me see. All right, that's the Etsy shop. That's where the stuff are. Let's see. The adapters are over there. And let me drop you the Whatnot link. YouTube, I've got the Whatnot link pinned to the top. But Facebook, let me drop this for y'all. Facebook, you can't pin a comments. I have to keep dropping it in there for you. There you go. If you jump on over, you get credit for jumping over to Whatnot. Does lettuce need to start in the dark? Most of mine do. I've started most of mine in the dark. Did you say you had an Amazon store? Yeah, if you, where's my card? Anybody that buys anything, so if you're new, don't think you have to like remember everything. I had a bunch of these stickers. Okay. These go into each package. This right here will take you to the Amazon store. And that's where you can find more of the clay pebbles, the nutrients, all the other hydroponic stuff. So if you're looking on YouTube and Facebook, you see all the stuff I've been doing. That's my Amazon store there. If you click this QR code, you scan that. That one will take you to the YouTube channel with the playlist with all of those videos on them. So those are just clips up there. There's like dozens and dozens of videos with all these adapters. So that take you right to that playlist. And then you can look around the channel. Like I said, after you learn how to do that, then you can learn how to make a grow tower and all the other stuff that we do just like that, where we take them and plant them out. So that's all on my YouTube channel. That you can find just scanning that. And then my email is right there too. So if you got any questions, you just email me, and we're always trying to help each other out. Also, if you join my Facebook group on Keep On Growing, if you look on YouTube and Facebook, look at all that pak choi. We grew so much pak choi the first couple of years, guys. They were calling me like pak choi king because I was just making videos about that and putting it out just like. And then I started doing the peas, and all I get are comments like, "Can't you grow anything else but peas?" And we're like, "Yeah, but look at all that. Look how easy that is." And if you're kids, if you're trying to get kids interested in growing, wouldn't that be fun, right? If you think they're having fun, like all their friends at school are sticking a little seed in the ground and growing a plant and everything. If they tell them if you do that with your kids, that's fun as hell, right? And then they can just go ahead and pull one of those off and eat them. Then pull off a radish too and get a little spicy one. That'd be kind of fun. Mine are not started in the dark. You don't start yours in the dark, Chan? Let's see. Do you just do small seeds in the new mesh adapters, or can any? Right now, one of these up here, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One of those up there is growing with the new mesh adapter. And all the other ones are with the old one. Guys, I haven't really been, look, I've got a bunch of these because we're switching out to the mesh. This is all our old adapters. Which one of those, can you tell the difference? Put 1 through 10. Which one? Pick one. I've got one of these 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this one or that one. And somebody said 1. Guys, all of these are with the old adapter, like what she's talking about. It's this one right here. This is with the new mesh adapter. You can't really tell the difference, right? Can't pick it out. So we're growing the peas, which has like a big, heavy root system. If you're going to grow anything like really big that's going to, have real fat roots, I don't know about that. Give me all the oldies. Hey, if y'all want the oldies, now these are used. You know, I wash them, I dip them in bleach water and that. But they're used. If y'all want me to throw some in a big box for a giveaway, if anybody wants those, I can do some of that. I mean, I'm still using some. See, we grow peas, so I still use it, but I can't do demos with it because we don't have it, right? So I'm switching over to the new ones. That's what I was testing out, the new one. But for me personally to eat, you know, I still do that. No, I will take them all. Here, let's do this. Let me see. Let me weigh it. How about this? Would that be a good giveaway? We give away more stuff than we sell on this channel. Let me find a box. Let's do a big box. How about a box this big? Then you can be growing peas. Guys, my shade house that you see in here, a lot of the, what you call it, we took it down. I said we might be moving in a little while, so we're getting set. Okay, if I win. Let's see. You can have a bunch of peas growing like this. I've got that. Guys, these guys over here don't look like much. See all those jars over here? These are the ones right here. Look at the roots. These are getting ready to go. Okay? So it doesn't, whatever space you got, like that's just sitting there. It's not under lights. These were under the grow lights. I just brought them out here for show for tonight. These just sitting up over here. I'm going to take those in the house tomorrow and fill up water right to there and just let them go. And these guys have not been refilled at all. These guys, this is when you should harvest them. You can harvest it nice and tender. You let them grow big like you see me do. I harvest the top. So you can keep letting them grow. Don't cut them and put them in your refrigerator and that. You'll just forget them in there. But right now you can go ahead and harvest this. It didn't use hardly any of your water, right? And there's no grow medium in there. That's easy, right? So we've got those where we can harvest that. We can let a couple go. And we've got more coming on the way. And then I just planted like some more right here. Look, this is how easy it is. I'll pack this box in a second, right? Take that. If you're only going to do like one or two, you only need about that much. Speckle peas, they'll double in size. Pretend this is plain water. We've got some more now. I just want to show you about how far you want it to go. All right, fill it up. Don't just cover it. Remember, they're going to swell up. All right. The next morning, dump it out, and then you can leave them in there for 1 or 2 days. Just rinse it twice a day. Rinse it, dump the water out. Right. Then they're going to be like this, where they start to sprout. See little tails, right? It's a little too long. I left those for y'all tonight. Those grew that much. They just sprouted. They were like real tiny this morning when I planted them. I said, let me leave a couple for them tonight. And they grew that much like in 1 day. All right. I just take them, put about that much. Right? Water, spray it. These you want to spray a lot, or just rinse them if you need to, enough so there's a little water coming out, right? Go find you one of those lids, cover it up. That's how easy it is. And you got a bunch of greens like that. Woo! All right, so I still use those. This is going to be a giveaway, guys. I tried soybeans and they fermented on me. Hey, I did garbanzo beans. Anybody did garbanzo? Somebody asked me about that. So I ordered some and I sprouted, and all of them, like the next day, smelled like bad. So if anybody's sprouted garbanzo beans, let me know. All right, this is a giveaway. I think all right, these are used. So whoever wins, don't come back and go, hey, those aren't new, they're used. This is used. Somebody just said they'll take these. So since we experiment and we change fast, and I use like the stuff that I'm selling y'all. This has got some of the deep ones and some of the shallow ones. Right? How about that? Is that good? Look, there's even a leaf in there. It was outside. I told you I'd clean them outside. That's not 5 pounds. Is that enough? Well, I got more. Here's more of these. Here. How's that? How's that? Is that a good giveaway? Guys, go on Etsy. Go on Etsy. Mike Van Doozy on Etsy right now, and I sell that right there for $19.99. All right. So look how many are in there. All right, so they're used. But if you went to go buy that, that's way over $100 worth. Let me find what I can put that on. We'll do the mystery giveaway. There you go. It's running. That's a giveaway. Somebody said, give me that. Going to need more jars. I cleaned out one Walmart. And you know Walmart has like their jar with all the ball stuff and the canning stuff. I went through and grabbed all the wide mouth jars. They have a bunch of regular mouth ones left. But if anybody comes looking for wide mouth jars, they're like cleaned out. Soy is hard, so are garbanzos. Okay, so it's not just me. Those seem to be cooked for nutrients and micro. Yeah, I haven't had any success with it, and maybe with soil, with our self-watering one where we had soil, might work better. But mine smelled like really bad the next day. All right, this mystery gift. How can I tell if I'm in the drawing? Doug, right up here, somewhere up there, there's a little box that says giveaway. And if you click on it, if you're in it, it'll say you're in the giveaway. If not, you got to be following. It'll say follow host and enter giveaway. So I don't know. It's a little different. I don't know if you're on mobile or if you're on desktop. Your left, our right. Okay, this way. One lucky winner, a lot of adapters. Y'all let me know before the end of the night if you want. Look, I got that many more. If y'all want like another box. Mystery gift. Number 1. So I hope somebody make good use out of that. Like I said, I'm still using them. They're used. What do you call it? I grow peas all the time. You guys see me doing demos. We grow more than what y'all see. And when I cut it, I take them and dip them in a little bleach water outside. And that's what I use that knife for. That's something else we got a giveaway. We can do that. I got some MREs if anybody wants for a giveaway. Look. Beef stew. Let me think of who this was. Veteran Candy Shop here on Whatnot. If y'all go look at Veteran Candy Shop, they sell a bunch of these MREs. This one's beef stew. They're like shelf stable for like 20 years. This one's chicken noodle and vegetables and sauce. It's all kinds, and it's like a whole meal or something in here. Maybe I'll open one up. Do that for giveaway. Had enough of those in the military. Yeah, it's cool. I just thought it was something, you know, just to have them in case, you know, this Florida, we got hurricanes and everything, that we can have setting in storage if you need something. And if people are out there fighting for all the ramen that's left or whatever, you guys know we've been through that a couple of times, right? Can you run some seeds and your lettuce? Let me do one thing like this. Lettuce. All right, that red leaf, I have to write it down. I don't have a label for this. It's called Flame. I don't have a label. So y'all went into the field trip with me. We went inside. You saw that lettuce and the tips were starting to turn red under the light. Now I'm sharing this with y'all, or one of you, a lucky person, because I don't have a lot to give away, but let me run one. Where did I just put it? You guys just saw me. I just had that little cup, right? Am I going crazy? Guys, that will do a whole lot of lettuce. All right. So you can plant them like microgreens, or you can take a couple. Who won? You can take a couple, plant them out, and just have lettuce growing in your yard. Gloria! Congratulations. Awesome. I love it when one of our regulars win the big one. So y'all let me know. Like I said, I'll still use those, but if y'all want, there's a set of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 6. There's about 2 dozen. So like I said, I'll still use them. I just can't use them in videos. I won't like show people this if I'm not making them anymore. But I still use them. But if anybody wants that, auction them off. Kathy said, auction them off. Here, who wants all that lettuce? All right, here's some of my lettuce. And go. That's the flame lettuce. That's the red leaf lettuce. Who saw that when we went inside? Lettuce, yes. RL saw it. Turbru, Mormac. It's pretty cool, isn't it? It starts out like green like this. Then if you blast it with light, the tips start turning red. Mike, maybe split it up so a few people can win, share the wealth. Look at these. I'll do a couple. I got to pay for all the shipping. Yeah, split it up. Have you ever grown amaranth or cress? Yes, Valerie, all the time. Amaranth, if you guys were back here like last year, I haven't grown a whole lot here right now, but the red garnet, awesome, pretty plant. It just tastes a little earthy, but that's a great plant to grow because it's full of protein in that. That's one that they use like in third world countries and that when they're like low on like proteins and that, they use amaranth. And that after it sprouts and gets going like this basil, once it gets going a little bit, it just grows like a weed. And if you have it planted out like that, you can take and put in bigger containers, it'll actually seed and you get thousands of seeds off of like one flower, right? And then you can, if you're not careful, it'll like grow all over the place. Yeah, like Chinese spinach, I think they call it too. I have no luck growing cress. Yeah, a couple of cress we grow. Um, Not garden cress, curl cress. I think it was garden cress. One of them we grew and we did them in, put them in the downspouts, and they grew for like a year in there where we just kept picking at it, like cut and come again, and it kept growing. Amaranth reminds me of, yeah, beets. They do taste like the beets. Kimber Jack, how are you doing? I grew mine and it grew into a pretty big flower. Awesome. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Better than any other except the tatsoi. Yeah, tatsoi is awesome. Any you could save the seeds and let go. Yeah, yeah, you can save those seeds. All right, let's see, 2 minutes in the giveaway. How about this, guys? Let's see. I can run a couple of these with, does anybody want that with some of the, I got some of this I can give away. So I can put some of this in a bag. Here, we'll do one. If anybody wants it, they can have it. Let's see what we can do with one. All right, we were up to 10, 1 through 10. So we'll do two of these. And this is how much I use for one, two. All right, so that's enough for two of these. On 1 second. Let me get a little box so this thing doesn't flip over on me. You guys know how clumsy I am, right? I just knock this over and we'll have clay pebbles all over the place. All right, a little more sturdy. What size are the clay pebbles? This, what I'm using for the one with the mesh, the little small one. Here goes the winner. About the size of a pea. RL Jess, you got the flame lettuce. You got the flame lettuce. All right, so there's two of those. That's enough to do two of these. All right, here we go. We'll do a couple of these. Ready, go. Where it's going. Gloria, congratulations. 1, 2, we'll do a couple. You see, I don't have a whole lot here, right? Eddie, congratulations. Ooh, I'm going to eat the shipping on this because it's more than a couple ounces. That's okay, though. LeClaire, congratulations. Is that peas or leca? It's leca. It's clay pebbles. I'll adjust. And everyone, the shipping should be bundling. Caribou, congratulations. If you guys are watching, your shipping should be going down after you get like 2 or 3 of these. I think after it gets 7 something, should be like free shipping up until like 5 pounds. Sam, I am. And go. Caribou, got another one. What do you think? Maybe I can get 10 portions out of there. Pamela, congratulations. What's this? 19. We'll do about 10. I got to keep some for myself too. LeClaire, Gloria got it. Gloria sniped. I have one more. Yeah, because I'm actually using this for me too. So we'll do 10. Caribou, got another one. Order some more of this. And guys, you can get this on Amazon. These little ones like this are a little bit more expensive than the big pea gravel, but you can tell you're not going to use as much of it in here, right? So that's enough for both of these. Set the giveaway. No, yeah, Jim, those were purchases. That's the little thing you see at the bottom where they're bidding on it. Let me check YouTube and Facebook. How you guys doing? Where is the giveaway, Catherine? You got to jump on it over to Whatnot. I'm going to drop a link. And if you're new to Whatnot, you get a $15. It might be $25. They've been having $25 for a couple of weeks. You get $15 that you can shop with, which means you can go into the shop and get you a set of these basically for free. Get back over here. All right, guys. Do you want? They're saying this. Do you know the giveaway? Bid buttons blocked by keyboard. Oh. Garden cress, like the healthiest microgreen. Yeah. I know watercress is. So I think all the cresses are nutritious. I don't know like how they stack up against each other, but cress is supposed to be a really nutritious one. All righty, let me get another box. Now when I go to do my peas, I go, where did all my adapters go? Guys. All right, these are used. This is a giveaway. So if you don't want something that's used, don't enter this giveaway. All right, so the people who've been coming in here for a long time, they know what's going on. Like I said, I'm not even sure if these are used. Might have been a bag that I printed up and haven't used yet. Maybe they're just bleached. I mean, they look new. Maybe they're just used once or something. Like I said, I put a little bleach water on it. Look. So look on Etsy right now, that's 20 bucks, right? That's 20, 40, there's 60, 80, there's $100. Here's a couple extra. All right, that's over $100. And it's running. Get in on that, guys. These are all I got that I'm giving away. The old one, that's the last of the old ones. So jump on that. If you come on in one of my other shows, we're not going to have that. What is a really great tasting microgreen? I like them all. It depends on what you want. There's different things if you want. Like tasty. If you want tasty, like spicy, you know, like your radish is spicy. Broccoli is actually a little spicy. Pak choy is a little more bland if you had that in like stir fries, whereas tatso is a little bit more peppery like it. Cabbage tastes like the cabbage. You guys saw we made sauerkraut and we did a Reuben out of that. I make slaw out of this. We make slaw dogs, and we just take that and use, you can use slaw dressing if you want. We mix a little mayo, vinegar, sugar, water. If you want a little tang to it, you can put a little vinegar in it. And we make our own slaw dressing and use that. Yeah, cabbage is nice too. Radish is spicy. Speckled peas. These actually taste like peas. You sit there and just snack on it. Guys, if you want to start, I'm not telling anybody to go into business or anything, but chefs love these. See the little tendrils, right? And that didn't take anything. Like all these people are growing these and selling them. These microgreen growers. And if you go look at all the videos, go look on YouTube right now. Look up how to grow pea shoots. And all of them are taking a bunch of soil, putting it in the soil, getting something, tamping it down, planting your seeds, put more soil, spraying it down, and putting weights on top of it. And they're going through all that work because chefs love these. Look, they could be doing like that. Look at this. And all you got to do is go and wash your jars out and start over. No grow medium. What did they do? What did they do with all that soil, right? Either they added into the cost, and that's why it costs so much. That's why microgreens, when you go to the farmer's market, cost so much, is that they have to keep buying new soil. And if they go ahead and compost it, they have to have a big space if they're growing a lot of stuff, right? And selling like they're going, I make $5,000 a month selling microgreens. That's a lot of soil. They're going through a lot of microgreens. They have to have a space where they're going to have to compost it. It's going to take months to go through the different stages of compost, right? So either they're doing that, and then you have to take it and sift it and reuse it, right? So that's a whole lot of other labor that's involved in it, or they're just getting it and tossing it in the yard and just buying more soil. They could all be growing it like that with no grow medium. And then you just wash the stuff out. Like I said, I just wash mine in the garden. I just, like this, you can tell there's no algae on there, right? There's no nutrients, right? I just take that and dip. I get a big bucket of water, 5-gallon bucket of water. I put a little bleach in it. I take these and clean them out, and I just dip them in it. The jars, this, if they're a little grungy, it depends on how long you let them stay in there. I'll let it soak overnight. If it's like at this stage, it's not going to be dirty. You just dip it in there and just start over. So there's people who are like selling that stuff as a business. And it's kind of crazy that they're using all that soil and go through all that problem when they can grow it like that. Time for made a big difference. Yeah, when you picked it. the space and the lights. I make Gouda mac and cheese with avocado. Ooh, Valerie, colored cherry tomato, speckled pea microgreens. And that's awesome. Valerie, are you in our Facebook group? We need pictures. Very fresh tasting from the old from the store difference. Yeah, Brenda, exactly. Sounds delicious. Who is that, Terry? I made veggie burgers today. Speckled pea greens in the burgers. Awesome, Terry. Yeah, that's awesome. That's what I love about the product. Saves on additional repeating costs. Yeah, that's cool. So if they were just growing like that, I think that would be cool. But all your microgreens, this is one like chefs, because if you just sprinkle all this, it just looks like little leaves, like different colors, and they kind of just like get all lumped in the same. But the pea shoots, they're long and they have little tendrils and all that. They think it's kind of fancy. Wasabi. I'll get on there in some pics next time I make. Oh, awesome. That'd be cool. Here we go. Here we go. Cheryl! Cheryl, you got like 2 dozen. There's like $100 worth of adapters in there. That's awesome. I'm glad. Like some of our regulars and that, like winning the big giveaways tonight. One time I did like I was doing this. I was helping creators, and we had a YouTube channel set up, and a bunch of like our little community kept coming together in that. And Gary Vaynerchuk, when he first started this thing called Empathy Wines, so very first run of wine that came out, I bought a 3-pack of the very first one that they had, and I was doing a giveaway, and had all my friends were all in the group, and we had the giveaway, had a little wheel spinning, and it landed on some dude that I nobody knew who he was. He just randomly came to the live stream. He won, and I said, "Congratulations, you won it." Didn't really talk with anybody or anything. I sent him the wine. He never said anything else, and I would rather, one of my friends, one of the people in the community had won it, but it's a random giveaway, right? So I love this when all the people are winning are like the people who have been, regulars coming in here and that. But some of you new people, if you can get your hands on something like that, that's cool too. You get to start growing. So that's what we said when other people are like, buying it and passing information around. It's just all the more people that are growing. All righty, guys, let's see. Maybe we'll do one more seed. Oh, let me check. I'm checking my Etsy. Cool. All right, YouTube and Facebook. I know there's quite a few people over here. I'm gonna let you guys go for right now. We're gonna hang out. You guys don't go. We're gonna have another giveaway. Y'all watch for. We might live stream. I'm gonna try and hook up on YouTube and Facebook inside where I took whatnot tonight. You guys are like tethered to the computer. I can't take you over there. I'm gonna live stream from inside so you can see all the stuff that's growing inside tomorrow. So watch for that. All right. And here's the link. I see I just dropped the link up there. Jump on whatnot. Get over there for all the giveaways and everything. And we'll talk to y'all later. So watch for the stream tomorrow. All right. Much love.